Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Void. I'm Player One, and welcome back to Silent Hill, the play novel. Last time, we did some more branching paths to get more endings, and we are now on this one that is like way out of the way to get our last endings. I am very excited because this one is seeming like it's gonna be quite weird. This is the path where we tried to shoot Lisa, so I can only assume that it's going to go well. It can only go well. So far, Sybil went in the little antique room place, and then Harry fought some shadow demons. It was weird. And now we're in here in the little church. Let's see what happens. A room at the end. Dazzling bright light. There's a simple altar on the wall to the right of where I entered the room. A large flame is coming off of a thick candle, and green smoke is billowing from it. That green smoke. Everything in the room was shaking in the light from that flame. What is this place? Once my eyes adjusted to the light, my line of sight jumped to an unbelievable sight. Which was? At first I thought it was just a well-made doll, a mannequin with a red shirt on. It was on its back, lying in a pool of red liquid. But I soon understood what it was. Sybil. I softly called to her. Her light green shirt had been stained crimson by the flow of red liquid from the back of her neck. I was completely confused. I guess let's rush to her side. Sybil. Sybil! Hold on. I shake her shoulders, but she does not respond. Why has this happened? I cover her dead body. Her cold body. Lost in hopelessness, I lost consciousness again. Well, damn. Well, damn. How did Sybil die? Okay, since we're here, I'm just gonna take this, because this is not an important option, so we're just gonna see what happens here. Step back and run away. Something is in this room. I became frightened and left. Head back to the passage that I just came through. Damn it. My flashlight won't turn on. It seems to be broken. I continue to run through the darkness. There is no source of light in front of or behind me to tell which way I'm going. After running for a bit, I thought, was it really this far to the antique shop? Even though I am moving, I do not feel like I am moving forward. I hallucinate that the corpse of Sybil is pulling at my feet and won't let go. Perhaps I will end up running on this moving floor forever. Finally, my consciousness grows distant, and I fall to the cold hard floor and pass out once again. What the hell killed Sybil? Damn! Harry? Are you okay? Harry? Harry? Where am I? Harry. Lisa. And I'm in the hospital. You were having a bad dream. Was I? Hey, you don't look too good. Are you okay? I'm fine. Nothing you need to worry about. Well, if you're sure. Lisa. You know a woman named Dahlia Gillespie. Oh yeah, that crazy Gillespie lady. She's kind of famous around here. She never sees anybody, so I don't know much about her. But I heard her kid died in a fire, and supposedly she's been crazy ever since. Well, she says the town is being devoured by the darkness. You have any idea what she's talking about? Town devoured by the darkness? Yes, I think I do. Before this place was turned into a resort, the townspeople here were on the quiet side. Everybody followed some kind of queer religion. Hello. Weird occult stuff. Black magic, that kind of thing. As young people moved away, the people figured they'd been summoned by the gods. Evidently, things like that used to happen around here all the time. Before the resort, there wasn't really anything else out here. Everyone was so flipped out. Had to blame it on something. Then a lot of new people came in and everybody clammed up about it. A cult. Last time I heard anything about it was, gosh, years ago. When several people connected with developing the town died in accidents, people said it was a curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up. No. It's alright. Hey, Harry. What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I just hurt it a little bit. Is it okay? Yeah, just a scratch. Nothing major. Even if it is just a scratch, there's a lot of blood. If you don't look after it soon... It's okay. Please don't touch it. Why are you so angry? Sorry, but this does not concern you. I don't want to get you mixed up in this. Sorry. Lisa's words. The reverberation of Lisa's "I'm sorry" remained in my ears. I wonder how long I had been asleep. I found myself in that antique shop again, lying face down in the same position I was in just a short while ago. Is that another dream? Did I pass out again? I don't want to think so. Maybe this is all just going on in my head. I could have had a car accident, and now I'm lying unconscious in a hospital bed. I don't know what's real anymore. Sybil's body has vanished. She is gone, almost as if she was absorbed in the concrete floor. Maybe Sybil never came here in the first place. So what did I see? A hallucination? A delusion? I want to talk to Lisa. She knows something. She's holding some secret. I'll go to see her. Keeping one hand on the wall to support myself, I stumble out of the antique shop. I open the gate to the hospital and then energetically open the door of the examination room. Inside, Lisa's waiting for me. Harry! She changes from looking completely exhausted and rushes over to me in an innocent, childlike way. Glad you're okay. Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone. I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you. I lightly hug Lisa and gently draw away. I then speak while looking into her eyes. Lisa, have you seen a policewoman named Sybil? Sybil? That is the first time I've heard that name. I've not seen her. Since the town has become like this, I've not met any humans other than you. I was irritated that I didn't understand anything that was going on, so I loudly clicked my tongue. What's wrong, Harry? You don't seem yourself. Okay, well that's weird, because we only met, like, once. Sorry. I just cannot see the truth. Even talking to you now, I wonder if it isn't just a delusion. Lisa looks a bit sad. I'm me. Nothing has changed. I've just been waiting for here all along. Saying nothing, I just looked at Lisa. While we were talking, I couldn't be sure if that I was currently sitting here or actually speaking. My voice and my existence were beginning to disappear into the dry air in the room. So I see that we're on the Harry goes insane route. Eh? And then the door opened and someone came in. Dr. Michael Kaufman. Yes, he definitely said that he was a doctor at this hospital. There has never been a point where Kaufman and Lisa were in the same room. Oh my. What are you doing? Lisa took a deep breath and half smiled to greet him. This is Harry. His daughter's become lost in his town. You already told me that. Have you found her? No, I shook my head from side to side. Harry, do you know Michael? Yeah, when I first visited this hospital, I met him once. I recall the sight of him holding me at gunpoint. Weren't you leaving town? I asked sarcastically. It was no good. All the roads are blocked. It's impossible to get out. 3 of us just remained silent. I grew up in this town. I know this area. As far as I could see, all the roads leading out of town have become precipitous cliffs. That's a word. We're blocked with large boulders. We're completely isolated. Lisa's smile disappeared. Well, what are we going to do? I should start thinking about that. I'm going to get some sleep. With that, Kaufman left the room. Where are you going? To the director's office. Oh, where are you going? To the director's office. He often sleeps there, Lisa answered for him. It's cold. And not unexpected as it is snowing outside. This room has no heating of any sort. I took off my jacket and went to put it on Lisa, but she shook her head from side to side. Isn't there any heating? Lisa's eyes shifted to the heat in the back of the room. I'm sorry. This worked until yesterday, but today it's broken. It's ironic. Lisa shrugged her shoulders. But there should be an oil heater for use in the patient rooms and the reception area. I'll go and get it. Lisa begins to stand, but I stop her. I'll go and get it. You just sit tight. Lisa smiled. Kind. I pretended not to hear her as I left the room. Why did I come here? This feels so different from the rest of the game. This is... Oh no, what the hell? God damn! God damn, we're skipping whole chapters! Okay. I take an audible breath. While I was talking to Lisa, I had become mentally tired, but I did find myself faintly attracted to her. An unexplainable irritableness took control of my feelings. I placed my hands on one of the 2 heaters lined up under the reception counter, and then was gripped with a strange sensation. I raised my head and looked around. In the dark, gloomy lobby, there was only the sound of a large wall clock ticking away the passage of undeniable time. While listening to the irregular rhythm of that ticking sound, which was not unlike the irregular pulse of a patient just before they die, I completely forgot why I came to the lobby. The click. Onomatopoeia for footsteps. Footsteps. I turned back, and as I approached the long corridor on the first floor, I saw it. At the end of the corridor, with the white light hitting her back from the window, the dark figure of a girl appeared out of the darkness. She appears to be facing me and can see me. Cheryl? At the moment I began to approach, the figure vanished. Bang! The sound of gunfire reverberates throughout the hospital. From the door just left to where I'm standing. Lisa! I open the door. The faint scent of gunpowder wafts through the air. In the middle of the room, Lisa lay on her side, dead. What the hell? Are we in the damn everyone dies route? Even though Lisa was already dead? Also, this is a completely new image of Lisa. I don't think this was in the regular game. Huh. Lisa! I instantly thought of Sybil. The situations strangely resemble each other. Only Lisa and I are in the room. In this closed room, only a face-down corpse and me. In the short amount of time I was out of the room, someone came and shot Lisa in the neck, and then left the room. That girl. Yes, it was that girl. There's no doubt about it. She must have lied in wait for Lisa to be alone. However, for what purpose? Why Lisa, not me? I don't know if this is an important one. I guess I'll pursue the girl. I violently opened the door of the examination room. As soon as I got into the corridor that girl was in, I turned and raced in the direction of the elevator hall. The reason there are no people in this town. Mass murder? A murderer in the form of a girl that kills indiscriminately. My body shuddered. As I reached the wall at the end of the corridor, my eyes fell upon yet another gruesome sight. Kaufman. Kaufman has shrunk into the corner of the hall, as if he was driven there. One of the walls is covered with a disgusting spatter, and he's already dead on the floor. What happened? Upon seeing his injury, I sank to the ground. I sat with my legs crossed on the hard tile floor, at a loss as to what to do. That girl is walking around and destroying everything she sees with the gun. However, that girl is not here now. I bury my face in my hands. I thought, please kill me soon. As each of the people in town are killed, I don't want to be the last one. Please, kill me soon. My eyes closed, I prayed hard, and wished for that. And then the girl came. The low sound of a motor and a chime announced her arrival. The doors slowly open and close. After stepping off the elevator, the girl walked over to me and stood there. I was able to tell who the girl was without even raising my head. Papa? I could not hold back my overflowing tears. I placed my palms on my face and cried out, Cheryl, why? Why are you doing this? My unintelligible voice resonated with the walls of the hall. Daddy. I looked at Cheryl through the spaces between my fingers. In her small right hand, she held a black solemn handgun, which was disproportionate to her size. I said, what is happening? What do you mean, mass murderer Cheryl? If you're going to kill me, then do it. Sorry. Your daddy doesn't understand, but if you're going to kill me, then do it. I'm in agony. Finally be reunited with you. You like this. With an expressionless face, Cheryl points the barrel of the gun at me. Hand it over to him now, Cheryl. That voice woke me up, a particularly hoarse voice. Dahlia. I could faintly see her standing in the darkness behind Cheryl. Dahlia. Dahlia did not move. She looked down on me and began to speak. It's terrible. The gods have passed judgment on you. Under the pretext of searching for your missing daughter, you are unable to get her back. What are you saying? Dahlia taps Cheryl's shoulder and Cheryl holds out the handgun.
Daddy, isn't this yours?
It was dropped here. I remained seated, and then I reached out and took the handgun without knowing why. My handgun? I hurriedly checked my pockets. Handgun was definitely missing. It doesn't appear that you have realized it yet. I carefully studied the gun I was holding. This is definitely the gun I received from Sybil. 1 round is chambered in the gun. Wait. There's 1 round in the gun. 1 round? Daydream recollection, eh? This is antique shop. Sybil heads to the altar at the end of the passage. Follow her, without making any footstep sounds. Sybil doesn't notice me. I strangle her from behind. I push her down to the floor. I press the gun I am holding to the base of her neck and forcefully pull the trigger. Where is this? Hospital? I leave the examination room. Yes, to get the oil heater. No. Instead, I return to the room. Lisa was surprised. I grab her long blonde hair. Her scream and the gunshot occur at the same time. Terrible headache. I can't take it and run out into the corridor. I run into a man that was surprised by the gunshot and has come out of a room. He sees what I have in my right hand. He sees the red stain on my clothes. I persistently chase him. I look at his back as he runs away. He's a fool. Kaufman. There's a dead end ahead, with nowhere left to run to. He sank to the floor in the corner of the hall. What a pathetic end. I placed my right leg on his shoulder. Piercing voice. Looks like you have remembered. Dahlia's piercing voice penetrates my eardrums. Something snaps within me. Dahlia. I cannot speak through my tears. Cheryl clings to Dahlia and stares fixedly at me. She appears to be frightened. Silence. It's strange that my daughter would cling to a woman that she has just met. Even as I shared the same time and space with them, I felt completely like people from another dimension. You're going to kill. You should do it. No one is left in this town. This town is dead. Snow still continues to fall even now. On the roof and walls of this decrepit hospital, all the houses, a merciless source of white ice falls. I fly into the sky. I look down on the town wrapped in thick fog. It's going far away. I spread out my arms and climb even higher. This feels good. It's invigorating. If I close my eyes, I feel that I would rise all the way to space. On top of the desk, Cheryl has watered the dandelions that have bloomed in the garden. My body is. In my distant consciousness, my entire body trembles. I am holding a gun in my right hand, lying face down on the desk in my study. I will never move ever again. Calm sunlight. Gentle breeze blows in from the window. Well, good lord. Okay. So that was the Harry's actually a murderer route, and he killed everyone. But then he kills himself, and actually he never left his house. Okay. Sure. Well, we still have one more ending. We still have one more. Let's see what that one says, because so far all of these have just been strange. Okay. You're going to kill me, then do it. We got the Kaufman card. And just the Kaufman card. Okay. So now we go back. Deedle 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 doo deedle 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 little wobble wobble shoo deeby deeby doo ba beep ba boo boo. Wee. Okay, and then it's no, it's not there. That's that. Okay, so it's here. And then this is not a. What is this? Oh, that's just okay. This is not an important choice, so I'm gonna make this one, and then we'll get the last Harry ending. Oh boy. Maybe the culprit is someone else. Yes, and they are still close. That's true. I searched the area around the corpse. There I found a familiar handgun. This is the gun that I received from Sybil. Just to be sure, I checked my pockets. Sure enough, the handgun is gone. At some point, it must have been stolen from me. Kaufman? Or maybe Lisa when I was passed out. No, that's hard to imagine. Kaufman and I were far apart, and I can't imagine that he managed to take the gun from where he was. Same with Lisa. Can't imagine that she would take the gun while I was knocked out for the purpose of suicide. Then there's Sybil's death. The girl, no doubt about it, following me all this time, just out of my sight. She took the gun while I was sleeping and then shot Lisa. Oh, now we have the gun. I held the gun ready near my temple and arrived at the elevator hall ready for anything. However, I couldn't believe what I saw there. Hoffman. And then this should be the same. And Kaufman as well. Oh god, the textures!
Daddy,
Okay, so now, the final choice. What happens when I say, give me that handgun? Cheryl, give me that handgun. I try to take the handgun away from Cheryl. Can't be. It can't be. This handgun is... Cheryl grinned and then placed the barrel of the gun against my forehead.
goodbye.
The voice of the girl rocks my eardrums. The sound of gunfire. With my eyes closed, I waited for my consciousness to fade away. However, something is not right. I gingerly opened my eyes and saw Cheryl lying in front of me. Sybil was standing behind her, with the gun in her hand pointing at Cheryl. Smoke was rising from the barrel of her handgun. Sybil glanced at me and then let out a long breath. Sybil. Harry. I'm glad I made it on time. Are you hurt? I forcefully stood and wrapped my hands around Sybil's neck. What have you done? Have you lost your mind? Sybil is not surprised. With effort, she remained calm and pointed at Cheryl's body with her chin. Take another look. Take a good look. That is not Cheryl. Rolled over the face-down body and looked at its face. Dahlia. I look up at Sybil. You mistook her for Cheryl? Must have been hallucinating. That's alright. I'm just really glad I made it in time. What is this all about? Dahlia and Kaufman, and also Lisa. By chance I heard the three of them talking, so I listened in. That wasn't what we discussed. It's not like we ever had a deal in the first place. I will take the White Claudia, because I don't care for trusting you with it. Kaufman. This, you are going to become very rich. I have a good route for distribution. You people. You in cahoots with each other. No one is conspiring against you. Since the beginning, everything has been going according to plan. You've taken care of distribution, right? There is a record in which my share is clearly recorded. That piece of paper is now ash, just like your daughter. Then a gunshot rang out, and a woman's scream reverberated. Then for a bit there was a struggle, but in the end the man's voice ceased as well. I was hiding behind a pillar. Dahlia came out of the room alone. She didn't notice me. She was holding a handgun and her clothes were soaked in blood. I tailed her without her noticing me to this hospital. Once she found you, she pulled out her gun once more and pointed it at you. To protect you, I pulled the trigger on the gun I was carrying. In the dark hospital, only Sybil's voice echoed on and on. All the people in this world had become corpses, and only outsiders remained. No. Wait. One person still remains. Just one. Have Cheryl somewhere safe. Well then, let's go to her. She can hardly wait to see her father. Cheryl. No, not her. There is still one other person in this world. Yeah. Let's go. You're about to be reunited with your precious daughter, whom you've been searching? How about looking a little more excited? Something is incomplete. I began to walk behind Sybil. A reunion with Cheryl. I risked my life and wished for this, but in spite of that, my heart is filled with emptiness. Sybil's figure sways up and down as I follow her. My entire body trembles with extreme exhaustion. Just where does Sybil have my daughter? I think that maybe we're walking without no destination. At that moment, I was then unable to see what Sybil was really up to. The end. Okay. So for that one, it wasn't mass murderer Harry. It was the drug cartel. And then evil Sybil? Which, that probably wasn't even Sybil, to be honest. Man, so all the endings, as we've discovered, all the endings that aren't just regular game endings are a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit that doesn't make sense. You know what? Beautiful. I'll take it. That's good endings right there. I like them. I would have wished for a UFO ending, but I guess they couldn't put that anywhere since it was like a whole game-long side quest that you'd have to do, so I guess they couldn't put it anywhere. Alright, well, that's Harry. That's Harry done. So yeah, I think we can consider these other endings non-canon, you know, just a little bit non-canon. Give me that handgun. Got the hospital card. His fate card. That's his book. Alright. That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more cards, which I don't believe we'll be able to get all of them for reasons I will explain later. But now, after all that, we finally get to move on to what will hopefully be the most interesting part of this game, the Sybil story, which I think I've read is just like completely different. So that will be very, very exciting. But of course, I will save it for next time. Well, this thing has been very, very cool so far. Is this a good alternative to the original game? No. No, it's not. Harry talks about Cheryl too damn much. And I mean, I get it. That was also most of his dialogue in the regular game. But there wasn't much dialogue in the regular game. So here it's just a lot. And the new endings, they sure are there. They sure are things that happen. Yeah, we just have the good plus ending, and it's not even the full ending because you don't even see at the end where they take the baby and all that. But yeah, now that all that is done, we will get to the Sybil book. I have been Player One, and I'll see you next time for just that. All right. Bye bye.